it's going to be interesting because for one reason, I guess I'll go ahead and, break that open is, Tennessee's at 5. But if I'm a Tennessee fan, I do not feel really good about the committee putting USC at 7 and then not just because USC, but because of what the committee is doing. And you can see it building what they're trying to do. They're trying to elevate USC's schedule enough, remaining out there with UCLA, with Notre Dame, and with a potential rematch with a Utah team that is up inside the top 10 and will probably, as these next couple weeks go by, climb up even higher up into the top 10. They're trying to put them into a spot, Chris, where if USC wins out, that they can justify jumping them to the 4th spot is what they're trying to do, in my opinion.
Well, that's a lot of ifs to come. I've got what USC has done in front of me, and it's not impressive. We talk a lot about comparing college football to college basketball. In other words, like you get a lot of wins that are against NIT type teams that were such thing for football. That's what USC's got right now. And really only a couple of those in Oregon State and Washington State.
Yeah.
Nobody else they beat is worth 2 cents.
Oh, I agree. The Pac-12 is awful as a whole, in my opinion. I don't think it's good quality.
Well, it's top heavy, and USC has not played the teams that are in that group yet.
It's top heavy, but look at the top. Okay, Oregon played Georgia. Georgia destroyed them. Utah came to Florida. Florida beat them, and Florida's a mediocre team. I mean, there's
I'm going to talk about Florida later.
Yeah, they got to face the surging Vanderbilt Commodores. I mean, it's like old Lou Brown said in Major League, we won a game today. We won a game yesterday, boys. We win today. That's 2 in a row. We win tomorrow. That's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So I love bringing out my 90s movies references. It was as good as
good. That's a pretty good Lou Brown.
Last week, and now it's a Lou Brown this week. Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus and Jack Nicholson both made appearances last week. Yes, they did.
That was an all-timer. That really was.
Hey, look, on the USC discussion, let me just say this. I said this morning, Chris, on our video, I think they're going to lose to somebody. Maybe UCLA, maybe Notre Dame, maybe the Pac-12 championship. I think they easily have the toughest schedule left of anybody. So I think they're going to lose one of these games.
I do too, but I think do you not agree that the committee?
I see what. Yeah, you're right.
If they win those 3 games, that's how they justify putting them in there. Is what I'm saying.
Putting them as close as they are, it is fully set up for them to jump Tennessee if they win out. I think, and I think we kind of said that, Chris. That was what we came to on our discussion. But
so who Tennessee has to root for is everybody that's facing the TCU Horned Frogs right now. That's what. Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas State in the title game. That is who Tennessee needs to be rooting for. And then, of course, beating other teams into a just bloodied pulp over there when their lifeless bodies are laying on the ground across from them, just hammering down on top of them.
Okay, I said I was going to bring Florida into this. I think Florida's little run it's made recently is the most untalked about thing in the SEC right now. I think the Gators have turned into a legitimately good football team. Blake, I did my computer thing today where I averaged, what was it? Sagarin, FPI, SP Plus, FEI, and the power rank that Ed Fang does. Florida's the number 19 team in the country right now, according to that. Remember, Florida's beaten Utah. So, you know what? And this is where I connect it back to Tennessee. Let's say Florida beats Vandy this weekend, which I think is going to happen, and beats Florida State, which could happen. Florida State, suddenly a pretty good team. Florida could be a 8-4 top 25 team, and all of a sudden that is another nice little bullet point on Tennessee's resume that gets a little bolder going into the playoff.